YouTube was good, man. Your boy AyeDeon back again with another video, man. Right now, the 2K servers are like cracked out. I don't know what the hell's going on. We're getting error codes left and right. So I figured, why not go ahead and show y'all the new build I made? It's a new power forward. It's for my pro am folks. I just got into the league with one of my boys, name's Invade, and we got a group of guys that are playing in this league right now. Getting into some playoff games. So I figured I'd go ahead and show y'all my new back end that I made for this. I did have my Dirk build, which I appreciate y'all checking out. I've seen a lot of Dirk builds popping out at the park now. I don't know if it's because of me or somebody else made it. I don't know. I haven't looked around, but it was pretty dope to see it. So hopefully, if y'all looking for a back end, this might be viable for what you guys want to do, how you guys want to play on the back end, playing pro-ams and stuff like that in your comp scene. So come on, I'll go ahead and show y'all real quick what we talking about. As you already know, AyeDeon on Kick. Make sure to go drop me a follow. I live stream there every night. We're going to be adding in YouTube streams here very, very soon. So please make sure to go ahead and hit that notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new. I try to upload as much as I can. It's been a little minute. Took a little time away from doing it, but it's that time. So we got to lock in. Like I said, power forward, 6'8", 252, 7'5" wingspan. Now, the biggest thing with the weight was to help control with the rebounding, plus, of course, strength. On top of that, now you can always do this differently where you can lower the weight if you would like to, which is perfectly fine. With how I made this build, it was more so just for body type wise, stuff like that, just for the look. But you can lower this down and you can still get the same exact effect that you want to get. It's all about making sure that you're getting a 92 block. You're going to make sure that you're getting your interior right, and you're making sure you at least have the defensive rebound to where you can get a 93. And there's certain specific reasons for that, which I'm about to show y'all. So 56 close shot, 35 driving layup, 55 driving dunk is just to make sure you're getting your basic dunks. You can still get driving dunks on this build regardless with the like the quick one hand or 1 foot, 2 hand dunks, 1 foot, 1 hand dunks, the basic stuff. But you also get the Klay Thompson dunk package, CJ McCollum, and I can't remember the other person, but you can get them too. 83 standing dunk, because this is a power forward. Standing dunks on this game have been pretty broken, so you still making sure you're getting your silver fast switch, silver rise up. If you do the meter dunks, you can still get your precision dunker on there. Also, a big thing about this is aerial wizard, so you can still get putback dunks on this, still go up and catch lobs and stuff with this build as well still, so you're able to get oops stuff. Third, post control is only there because of what we have for the strength being at a 90. So you kind of had no choice. If I were to go up on my strength, the post control goes up. So that's kind of a tie-in thing. Biggest thing with this build is the mid-range shot. If you decided to do something completely different with this build, let's say you decide to lower the wingspan, which means you don't get a lot of the same stuff. So you won't get the 92 block, which this build ensures that you get. And then if you did that, like I said, you miss out on the block, your rebound's going to go down, your shooting goes up, of course, but the biggest thing is a lot of the attributes that you're seeing here you're probably not going to receive, so you have to keep that in mind when you go ahead about doing this. So this right here with the 86 ensures that you're getting gold open looks. You also get Hall of Fame comeback kid. You also have gold mini magician. You have gold catch and shoot, silver deadeye, which is pretty good. If you end up getting your floor setter, your gold floor setter, you can go ahead and toss that on deadeye or green machine, whichever you prefer to do. Whatever works for you. You can put it on blinders if you wanted to, because blinders always pops up and get that gold set up because it's automatically stopped the silver. You get that gold floor setter, toss that thing up there. You know what I'm saying? 79 3 ball is more than enough. I was actually in the wreck not too long ago. I was greening up with this build. It's all about just timing, knowing the cues, understanding your cues, and understanding where you can shoot from. This build is 4 corners. Like, it's not meant to be shooting up top, but if you know your timing, you can shoot anywhere. And then, of course, as soon as you get that sharp take, oh, it's a wrap. This is basically with that sharp take, you're getting an 89 3 ball. So there's no need to really worry about it too much. And if you're using sponge, you're gonna go up based off of what other people are doing anyways. And if you don't like sponge, you toss on that accelerator. What's going to stop you? You're as soon as you start getting going, that accelerator is going to kick in and everything's going to move up. Your take's going to go up and you're going to be good to go. Nobody's going to be able to stop anything you're doing. 77 midi, you still get your bronze free points. 77 pass act. If I was able to get it up higher, I definitely would. If you want to try something different, I'll explain it to you here in a second. Ball handle is also tied in with like how you're catching the ball, catch animation, stuff like that. You don't want to go lower than 50. Like once you get to that point, that's when it's really hard to really hold on to the ball. Of course, you're not going to be a primary ball handler anyways. You're there for spot ups. You're there to play defense. That's what a back end is for. Now, there are ways to go about it differently. There is one way that you can make this build where it has at least an 80 ball handle, which I've seen, which you would end up dropping this down to a 75. Your MIDI, you're going to pretty much obliterate. It's like it's not going to exist anyways. So you have to keep that in mind too, what you're going to lose out. You can also do this differently where you have a standing dunk completely on I think it's at a 40, where you still get like the basic standing dunk animations. You also can do it to where your driving dunks at a 75 with that same exact build, which means your layup's going to go up. But again, like I said, this is going to drop. This is going to drop. You have your interior at 82. That's fine. This will drop to 89. That's fine. And these are pretty much fine. This will go down to a 67. There's also ways you can change to where you can get immovable enforcer on Hall of Fame. I'll explain that in a second as well. But let's keep it moving. So 77 gets you silver break starter. You have your bronze needle threader, relay passer, yada yada yada. Not worried about that because it doesn't really matter at this point. The reason I have interior defense all the way up as high as I do is to give me gold post lockdown. So when I'm playing back in and we have to call out a specific rotation where I come up and I play against the pick and roll, this is so if I have to play that role against a big, I'm more than capable of doing so. I just wall up. They're not really going to be able to do too much unless they are literally a dog and know what the hell they're doing. I can still play really solid down there on the block against those bigs. So I'm good to go. Plus, because I have an 87 in perimeter defense, this also ensures that I have silver clamps, silver ankle braces. Gold challenger was the biggest thing about this because this allows me to be able to challenge any of those shots. If I have to play against a guard on that pick and roll, we have to switch out or anything like that. If we're playing sides on specific things on a pick and roll, this will help out in that aspect. Then you also, on top of that, you have silver 94 feet, silver pick dodger, gold workhorse, which is a big thing for this build, gold off-ball pest. 91 steal. Some people, if you drop it just down to 89, if you like just playing more so the lanes, that would give you a gold interceptor. I wanted to get gold on all of it. I was really trying to get that Hall of Fame interceptor, but you need a 95 steal. And the biggest thing with that is it costs a lot. So you have to keep that in mind when you're going out here making these builds too, is what you're willing to give up in order to ensure that what you have is worth it. So keep that in mind too. 92 block, it gives me gold chase down artist, gold anchor, and I have gold pogo. So again, this is so I can play in the paints. I can also chase down on certain people and stuff like that. Plus, because I have an 80 speed. So I'm going to be a great defender as long as I'm playing in the right positions. If I'm making the right decisions and the right calls for my team on that back end. You get a 70 offensive rebound. But notice, I have Hall of Fame box out beast, which comes from that 93 defensive rebound. If I drop that, it goes right down to gold. This is to ensure I get the Hall of Fame box out beast. So if I need to box out for my center, make sure he gets those boards. He can grab those boards at any point in time. Like I said, 70 board. I'm not worried about getting boards like that. I can get them. I went into the rec. I was getting, 13, 15 boards, but it's not what my playing position is for. It's for the back end. It's not for getting boards unless I need to get them. And to finish it off, like I said, an 80 speed. So you're able to get around, you're able to move quickly. The acceleration being lowered is not a bad thing when it comes down to playing the back end. There's some that I've seen out here with a 67, even lower than that. Depending on how you play, it's personal preference. What I've noticed with back ends, a lot of it is based on how you play. So if you don't mind having things lowered down to increase other things, go for it. Most back ends, it's all about defense. So some of these will have like their offensive rebound up to an 80, 85. They have their steal all the way up. They have their interior knocked down. They have the perimeter all the way up. It really depends on how you want to play. If I wanted to do something different, like I said, I would go, if I wanted more of a ball handle position, drop certain aspects down. If I wasn't worried about shooting a midi, there's people shooting midis with a 61. So, I mean, hey, they shooting fade midis with 61. If you got it like that, you got it like that. And if you can do that, and you drop down at 3-point, bump that down, bump that ball handle to an 80, which would also give you a 50 speed with ball. You're gonna be able to move a little bit. So it really depends on how you want to play this game and go based on the play style you want to go with. Go ahead and hit that continue. And we're gonna get a two-way spot up threat. So like I said, you're able to spot up in those corners. You're able to make a play at any point in time that you need to make. You create defensive opportunities for your team. And as a back end, you're one of the most vocal, one of the most active positions on that court. So be sure, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed content, if you enjoyed what this build is looking like, make sure to leave a like on the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what builds you got out there. Hell, let me know what type of jump shots I got out there, because you know how we are right now with the jump shots. I don't know if 2K is still broken with the servers, but we're going to try it out, see if it works. And I'll catch y'all next video, man. Peace.